Hey everybody, we're back in X4. Today we're going to talk about how to get rich quick. And yes, this is not one of those scam videos. Will show you how to really get rich pretty quickly in X4 Foundations. Well, at least at the beginning of the game. You know, as you go through the game, things get very different. But once you're able to afford a Mercury, you can do some pretty nice things with the repeat command. So the repeat command was added in either version 3 or 4. I forget which. But we'll show you what to do. It's very easy, and it's very hands-off. So make sure you have a Mercury or another transport ship. Doesn't really matter how big. If you start with one of those little Callistos, that's fine too. It'll just take a little longer. So what you're going to look for, as always, is hull parts. And hull parts, because you notice when you start trying to build ships, hull parts are always short. So that usually means that there's a good price for them. So we'll look at hull parts and how their price works here. So let's organize this a little bit. I just want to be in these Argon sectors. So we got Argon Shipyard is buying a whole lot of hull parts. They need almost 23,000. So they're pretty short. That's going to hurt Argon, naval construction of large and extra large ships. And we have selling wares right here in the Reach. They're selling about 3,500. So a Mercury coming about 800 some. So this is definitely a good trade route we can make. And they're selling for 209 and buying for 274. So a nice little profit. All right. So what you want to do is select your Mercury or whatever transport you're using, change the default behavior to repeat orders all the way at the bottom here. You need to be a 1-star pilot to do this. That's usually not too bad to get, especially with any seminars you can buy at stations and things like that. Make sure to hit confirm. All right, now that that's selected, let's do the trade. So we're going to go tell it to buy. We're going to go tell it to buy at the place it's selling, so 209. Right-click on it. Let me fix the screen a little. Right-click on it. All right, there we go. And we want to set a max price. So we're going to buy hull parts. Buy up to, 683 is how much it can hold. And the max price to buy. So this might fluctuate a bit. That's fine. Remember, we're going to be selling for 270, so we can set the max price up a little. All right. So we got the buy order. You can see he's going to undock and go buy. And now let's do the sell order. Just right-click here. Quantity to keep is 0, so that means sell them all. And then minimum price to sell them at, we set 220 was our buy. So, any little profit, I guess, but it should never get to this close of a margin. So, and hit confirm. And now the sell order's there. And that's really it. So this Mercury will now just keep executing that loop until those price conditions or capacity aren't met. And they'll constantly bring in like 100K, 180K, something like that. And you can go off and do whatever you feel like doing without having to keep tending to it. So the repeat command is awesome. It's a great way to get rich, especially in the early game. And, make sure to use it. And you probably play with it. There's probably a lot more other uses too. All right, so that's it for this. Hope you enjoyed it or found it helpful. Tides of Avarice coming out in the near future. We don't have a release date yet, but it's coming out soonish in the scheme of things. All right. See you guys next time.